This is Showcase, Faculty Exhibition 8 at the Jule Museum. Here's Andy Holliday talking about the process behind his work.
My practice has been a lot of things over the years, and I've gravitated towards printmaking because I've realized that I'm very process-oriented and I like process thinking. I like thinking about I didn't really have the language for this until recently when I started learning about some coding languages and thinking about algorithmically oriented thought processes or even artistic processes. And so that's really come to dominate my recent works. And I'm trying to because process-oriented work can feel a little bit too, out of touch with the hand or with the more poetic side of art and the creative process. So I'm trying to bring back in some of that, and so my recent work has been taking drawings and references and things that have kind of gone into my archive, the archive that all these printmakers think about or talk about. I guess a lot of artists deal with that concept. But part of my archive is maybe documenting attention as a measure of value. And the drawing process is often a way for people to demonstrate that they value something, and not necessarily always targeted at producing an object. Sometimes it's a practice, sometimes it's a meditation, sometimes it's a way of honoring a thing. At various times in the past, I've also used other kinds of documentation to kind of demonstrate the same thing. I've got this big collection of screenshots from video calls when either of us, Lee Jun Chow, my wife, and myself, were living apart. So they would go to China to visit extended family, and I would be here working, and that was as much contact as I had with my family at those times, and so documenting that was kind of important. I couldn't be there to follow someone around with a camera and take snapshots. So I've got all these screenshot photos, and they become very interesting as I look back at them, and I connect them really strongly to that idea of documenting attention and documenting value, and that those images, I'm thinking about how the way that I value these is undermined by so many other forces in my life that try to pull my attention away or try to destroy my ability to pay attention on a fundamental level. And so I've been playing with, circling back to that algorithmic thinking, playing with algorithms that literally pull these images apart and destroy them to some degree. And so my recent works are products of an algorithmic process that kind of does that, but then it circles back around into the handmade and that sort of show of care of hand printing an intaglio print with delicate little pieces of chincalé and an application that kind of really is about this labor of love and this labor of attention, and a process that really does kind of reinforce those things, even as they maybe due to various forces start to fall apart.